So, beloved, if someone who has died told you about what he thinks about you, a human being that was created, and where you came from, who created you, what he wants you to do, and you do not also think and find out on your own, because scripture says knowledge shall abound. That means human beings will have more abundance of knowledge, more than our ancestors. Look, the past human beings, we are wiser than Adam. So don't just rely on Adam's conditions. No, you are wiser. You are wiser. That is the meaning of knowledge shall abound. So if some past ancestral so-called spiritual person has told people some things and they are just following like religion, ritualistic behaviors, and you don't have common sense to analyze, this thing, is it real? Does it bear fruit? Does it bear any benefit? Like a whole professor of science in India who was found in the rituals of the Ganges River, how they go into it, they throw dead bodies, they throw filthy things, and this water is contaminated, and it's causing diseases in India. And the media asked the professor, so this thing you are doing, you are a scientist, you are a professor, you know how much this contamination in this river connected to your rituals you are doing because of ancestry, how it's dangerous. He said, well, that is true, but this is what our ancestors left and we must also do. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how a whole learned man, a whole scientist can talk senseless, baseless, non-reasoning talk? How can you say this when the thing is detrimental to your health, it's killing your people, and you have evidence, you know what the dangers are? You are depending on your ancestors who did not have that knowledge. Beloved, it's sad. When Moses was given power from God to do all those wondrous things, Moses did not have knowledge to establish a governing system. It took Jethro, his father-in-law, Moses' wife's father, who was an African, who came to give Moses his children and his wife, and waited, couldn't see Moses because Moses was busy single-handedly judging the people. Finally, when Moses met him, they said, no, Moses, my son-in-law, don't do this, otherwise you die early, you wear out. Then Moses said, so what do I do? Then he taught Moses, select among the people, the brilliant ones, the clever ones you know, like Joshua and co. Select them and teach them what you judge. Train them so that you put them to take care of small matters, so that you don't overwork. See, God saw Moses fooling. Moses didn't have the knowledge. God said, it's his own foolishness. That's how God looks at it. That is why you are responsible for your brain. You are responsible for your actions. You are going to be responsible for everything that we do. When you were a baby in your mother's womb or stomach, everything you did or did not do in the stomach is going to be affecting you when you are born. Okay? That is why the doctors will tell you that, they will tell the woman who is carrying the unborn baby that the baby will be kicking. Will kick and be, that is exercise. The baby is doing exercise in the stomach before the baby will come out and do exercise. So babies that do not kick and they don't do action, but they are alive, when they are born, they will be dull people. They are the human beings you see, very dull, very weak, and they have problems, sicknesses upon sicknesses, all because when they were in another status, they did not take responsibility of themselves. I'm teaching you deep things. Oh, they did not do things in that status that will become beneficial for them in the next status. So I am talking to you. This life we are living is another status, which was a status we left from the first status in our mother's stomach and have come to the second status. Now, after this second status, we will be going to another status. What will be the consequences of your irresponsibility in this second status? That is all I'm trying to tell you. Beloved, soon our time is up. I will continue this thing tomorrow. Don't worry.